It's your favorite Pontiff. The Pontiff is here. Hello. Hello, fuckeroonies. Hello, fuckeroonies. I'm here. The Archibald, the Chesterfield the Third. And I've been doing I've been talking to a few friends of mine. I've been doing a bit of dating coaching. I got a friend of mine. He's a great guy. He's a professional musician. I don't want to name him too much because he could get embarrassed, but I gave him some help trying to bed a few women. I mean, come on, baby. He's 70s. He's in his early 70s. He's got to get laid. So I've been helping him with a script. What else is going on? I just sent out the invites to the treacherous snakes. The treacherous snakes. Let's get these invites out. Let's get them out, baby. Come on, baby. Work with me, baby. Hey, baby. Get these snakes. What else is going on? I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you. Gotta tell you. I gotta tell you, man. I just sent the invite out. Invite out, baby. Let's have a look, baby. Tan the Man. I was talking to Tan the Man the other day. Tan the Man. And I gotta tell you, man, I'm wearing my 5127. Haven't had much luck on the sales, Kebab. Haven't had much luck on the sales, Kebab. I've been trying to sell Scotties. That's not my one. It's not my one. I wouldn't sell mine. Sales Kebab. Hey, baby. Sales Kebab. Sales Kebab. That's what I would like to do, baby, is get a Sales Kebab. Sales Kebab. That's what I would like. The Wrangler. Get that rancher on here now. Get the rancher on here. I need the dog trainer. I need the rancher. Sweet orange. By the way, I saw an interesting documentary. On Ron Jeremy. One of my favorite channels is Soft White Underbelly. Soft White Underbelly. And I'm just going to share that, guys. I am going to share the link to my friends. I'm going to share it with the people on the Archieluxury WhatsApp group. I like to share some stuff with I like to share with my friends. And very interesting interview with Oceana. She's a escort. And Ron Jeremy. Two different interviews. I think Mark is sending... Hey, Marky, come on the channel, Marky. What can I say, man? Kaboom! Click, click, kaboom, fuckers. So, wristwatch sales, what's going on? Well, I tell you what, fuckeroonies. On the Lange, I had this real cheapskate in Sydney offer me 10,000. I said, fuck me dead, 10,000? You gotta be joking, 10,000 Aussie, not US. He's just out of his mind. And then I had the German, Herman the German in Japan. He's got a doctorate in law. And I gotta tell you, hey, rich buddy, come on, man. You're allowed on now. Come on, rich buddy, get on. Oh, what's happened here? Yes, 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 yes. Run, run. That was from Marky. I gotta tell you, man. Gotta tell you, man. Gotta tell you. Love you, Archie. Love you, Rich Buddy. Come on, come on. We'll talk Paddocks and pussy and Porsche 911 C4S's convertibles. I gotta tell you, man. Yeah, Fredinsky, Rich Buddy. Now we want you. Tell him no gay. Too much gay. I don't know what he's talking about. What do you tell him? No dice. Hey, Simon James. Thank you so much. £2. Pontiff. What is best, paddock or poo-tang? Oh, I gotta be totally honest with you, you know, and I say this honestly. If someone said to me, Archie, you can have a Ferrari California, well, Ferrari Portofino, or pussy, I'd have to take pussy. Have to take pussy. Paddocks or pussy? Pussy. Pussy. Definitely pussy. Now the thing is, you don't get the pussy without the paddock swagger. You gotta have the swagger. Swagger, fuckers. You gotta have the swagger. Swagger. That's exactly right. Swagger. You gotta have the swagger. But I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Hey, I didn't throw Rich Buddy off. I got money. I got $1,000 to throw him off. Now I've patched it all up. He's allowed back on. He's coming on another day. Rich Buddy's fine. Me and Rich Buddy are 100%. I still got the book. Rich Buddy gave me this as a, he's a real cool. Rich Buddy is cool, man. Me and Rich Buddy are cool. Okay? Look, I had one of my main sponsors. This particular lady, she is the greatest Patreon man could ever have. So, look, we sorted it out. And I made a fucking earner. We sorted it out, and I made a fucking earner. I made a bit of an earner, okay? So, what's wrong with that? Here we go. Andrew, $2. Analingus with Mimi or Seiko. I gotta tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Now that this dust is settled, it's all gone, I found her on a sugar daddy site, okay? And I gotta be honest with you. The reason why I never slept with the Mimi T, let me give you the drum. I was all set to go and have a romantic couple of days with her. I said, let's go to the Gold Coast, the Goldie. Let's just take off for a couple of days and have a bit of relaxing, you know. We'll stay at a nice... we'll stay at a nice hotel, have some nice food, go, you know, walk around, just have fun. And Mimi said to me, she said, would you mind if we made it one night instead of two? That's what she said to me. Okay, that's what she said. And I said, fuck. This isn't what I want. I want girlfriend experience. I want someone who wants to go. I want to have fun. I don't want someone who sees it just as a... I mean, we're all after paid gigs, okay? Yeah, of course we are. But I think, you know, someone who loves you, I would rather have a very plain Jane looking woman instead of a supermodel who can't stand you. Okay, now Mimi was younger. Look, I'm old enough to be her father. Okay, I got kids older than her, and I mean, I thought she was sexy. She did. She had a bit of sexiness to her. Yeah, of course, I would have liked to have betted her. But, you know something? If they got no enthusiasm, what is the point? What's the point? If they don't have a bit of enthusiasm, there is no orgasm. No enthusiasm, no orgasm. I mean, man, come on. That's the reason I never betted her. And I tell you honestly, look, she was a sweetie. Mad as a cut fucking snake. Oh, my God, that she was as mad as a cut snake. And I kind of, look, I could have made a lot of, we could have done very well. We didn't. I had to pull the pin. I make a little bit of money. I sold the residuals to Elite Broadcasting. And you can see the videos on Elite Broadcasting. That's exactly, that's it. You can see the videos on Elite Broadcasting. All the Mimi T videos are all there. Tommy D, $10. Arch, I want my own personal tech. Am I taking care of the others with the SC? What is a TET? I don't even understand what a TET is. TET, fast, swift, nimble. I don't understand. Sorry, I don't get the street lingo, Tommy. TET. What's a TET? I don't understand. What the hell is a TEET? I have no idea. No idea what you... Man, I'm fucking 47, right? I listen to classical music, okay? Do you understand? Classical music and MILF porn, okay? Okay? What the fuck is a TET? I have no idea, Tommy. No fucking idea. And I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you. Gotta tell you. What can I say, hey? What can I say indeed? We got Tanzeel! Tanzeel. Here we just very quickly. Tommy D, $2. You have a new ad running on all your videos. Tint. Yes, they paid me money. I put the ad on there. So fucking what? I sell space, man. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. Welcome to commercial world, fuckers. Okay, Tanzeel. $50? $50. There are watch collectors and then there are Patek collectors. Different league, different universe. Not your average punter eating air-fried steaks and PH Pose and Co. on the wrist. Actually, I gotta tell you, man, Tanzeel, I love you. I love you. I love you to death. Patek people are like the difference between a cigar and a... It's like the difference between a cigar and a cigarette. Okay, that is the difference between Patek people, and where's my fucking... I gave my matches away. Fuck. I was going to have this cigar on air with you guys, man. I was going to have this cigar. I was going to have this little club, little Habanas Club. I was going to have the Cabana Club cigar, but I can't find my lighting device. But anyhow, man, look, seriously, I tell you honestly to God, man, Patek, and I was silly, okay? I'm a weak man, okay? I'm a weak man. I was tempted to sell. Yeah, because I had a bit of a gainer. I was going to cash out. I was going to cash out of my... fuck it. I was going to cash out of my, I tell you honestly, man, I was going to cash out the 6006 and I didn't. You know why I didn't do it? You know why? Why? Because, man, I love it. I love it. I really do love it. And I didn't want to sell it to a German. Herman the German! Herman the German. You know, I love my paddocks. The paddocks are important to me. It is so different. You are a paddock collector. It's a different club. You got a swagger, a stagger, a swagger. I'm like any man. You know, food, a feed, and a fuck. You know, the two variables. You know, I can be corrupted. Yes, I can. But you know, I gotta be honest with you there. Seriously, I've got to say, in all honesty, man, paddock. Get a paddock. Get a paddock for yourself. It's just amazing. I love my Patek Philippe. I love it. I love it to death. I love it. I love paddocks. They're very cool. Paddock is cool. Paddock is extremely cool. I love having some Pateks on my... I love Patek. Yeah, it's just so cool, man. So, just quickly, Roger Balls, £2. Big shout out to my longtime pal, Mike Rouch. Thank you, Roger Balls, £2. I gotta say, Patek will change your life, man. The pussies will open up. You just whole perspective. I don't need to have Porsches. I don't need to have a Rolls Royce. I just need a Patek on my wrist. That's the way I see it. I just need a Patek, and I'm happy. I like to have Patek Philippe on my wrist. That's the important things. A Patek on your wrist. That's all you need. So 6006 is Patek's Panerai or Breitling watch. No, the 6006 is super cool. Super cool. I love that watch. I mean, it is left of center. Of course it is. Very military looking. Very military. It's got the black dial. It's got like the sector dial with the syringe hands. So the skeletonized hands. It's beautiful. I'm actually happy the deal fell through with the German. I am happy the deal fell through with the German. Sometimes you don't appreciate something until the deal doesn't happen. You don't realize what you've got until you've nearly lost it. That's the most important thing. Patek itself there. You got a fine watch. You know, there's a good quote. Let me quote you a John Wayne quote. There's only two things more beautiful than a good gun: a Swiss watch or a woman from anywhere. You ever had a Swiss watch? That's what it is. The finest Swiss watch. It didn't say a fucking German. Didn't say German watch. Didn't say Japanese watch. I gotta be honest with you. You know, it's. This is what it's like. This is what it's like there. You know, I think wristwatches is a great hobby to have. I love my hobby. I do. I like the hobby. The hobby is for me. The hobby is cool. I love hobby. I love the wristwatch. I love the whole thing. The whole genre. The whole genre. What can you sell? What can you say indeed there? The wristwatches, you gotta have, you know, I think, I was talking to the guys at the New York, these are my friends. Boo! Rumham, £2. Cash in whole collection. Rolex! 485110 in yellow. I got to tell you, Bill, very good question. The answer is, I think you need 3 watches as a minimum. 2 steel sports and a fuck off whatever. Okay? 2 steel sports and a fuck off. Okay? That's what you need. So I would say that you got to have 3 is the absolute minimum. The world time, I got it in yellow. Look, it doesn't matter what metal you get it. It's beautiful. However, I would also have some sort of waterproof. And in my case, if you're going to do 3, I reckon the 3 I would do 5110 in yellow, a reverso, and a speedy or a sub. Okay? 3-piece combo meal deal. You only live once, Bill. Now, the problem is, at the moment, can you get fair prices? There are a lot of bargain hunters. There's some, the watches haven't really fallen that much. So the problem is, you don't want to sell your stuff too cheap, and then you pay high for the Patek. So you've got to really get good deals. And yes, the market is a little bit down than pre-corona, but it's not a lot down. People are dicks. They're expecting very low prices. And I had some fuckwit came to me yesterday and said, I'll give you 10,000 for the Lange. Aussie. That's like $7 US. And I said, man, you're out of your fucking mind. I can't even make it. That's less than I paid for it, you fucking fool. Well, it's not me who paid for it. I'm selling that for a friend. He's not going to sell it for that, you stupid. I mean, how fucking these people, they think there are a lot of rich people around who don't give a fuck. So the selling environment, that's why I've always disliked selling myself, because these people think you're desperate. You don't have to be desperate to chase up the leads. Leads! You don't need to be desperate. This is the reality, it's just how it is there. 2 smoke, 2 stroke, $2. Best watch to wear to line up at food bank. I would say the best watch to wear, I reckon a Breitling Super Ocean Heritage rubber strap. You can hose it down afterwards. That's what I reckon. Seriously, you got to have fun in this world. We're here to have fun, a good time. People don't understand it. They are far too serious. What are we here on this planet for? What are we here on this planet for? This is the whole thing. Someone's asked me, who's this? $18 carat, 18238. Am I missing something? 24,000 plus 26 for an S serial on a 27 date just. Yep, that's right. You're right. That's crazy price. That is. Paul sent me that's Sovereign sent me a text. Yeah, there's an auction site that's got a President 18238. It's quite reasonable watch. No, just champagne dials going for 24,000, 23,500. That's fucking ridiculous. Bitchco will sell you one much cheaper. That's just crazy. Crazy. So I gotta be totally honest with you there, man. I gotta be totally honest with you. I gotta be honest with you, man. It's very tough. It is tough. Of course it's tough. Life ain't easy. Life ain't easy. Trying to get the punters on. We'll see if we can get the guys on. They don't want to come today. That's okay. And I got to be honest with you, man. Here we go. David Coffey. I love David Coffey. He's a good friend. What does a Patek 5905 say about its owner? It says you got fucking money. Now that is the annual calendar chronograph, because there's the five. There's the. This is a great watch. Five. Oh, I'll bring it up. Let's bring it up on the screen. Let's bring this up on the screen. Patek 5905. What does it say about its owner? I think this is actually one of the most absolutely beautiful. You didn't say which variant, because there are a couple variants. I don't think there is a bad variant at all. I don't think there's a bad variant. There we go. Annual calendar chronograph. Fucking amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. How could you not love that? That could just be the perfect. Again, I don't think you could have one watch. This is a special watch. You'd have to have a couple steel sports just to get life done in. That's the way I see it. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I gotta tell you, man. Gotta tell you, man. I think it's one of the most beautiful modern Pateks of all time. It's fucking gorgeous. And if you see it in the flesh, it's beautiful, you know. Sorry, what was the other one? Five. Fuck, what is it? Just hang on there. What's the there's a five. Fuck, I'm just having mental block, guys. Mental block. Let me just call. I'm having a mental block. Here we go. This is it. 5205. 5205. I get these two confused. The 5205. I think that's also one of the most beautiful annual. This is no chronograph. I think that's also one of the most beautiful. The 5205. Fuck, it is absolutely. Now, is it better well, of course the chronograph version, the 5905 is more expensive, but they've both got a lot of elegance. Which one? Of course the chronograph, but they're both fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. What does it say about its owner? It says the owner, it's beyond. And, you know, too many of the Patek snobs, they say a Patek, you know, they say, oh, get a perpetual. Well, I think some of these annuals are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Here we go. Aunt G. Aunt G's been very supportive. Aunt G says $2. Pick third watch. Rolex Sub, Rolex GMT, and, well, if you got three, you want to cover the sports functions. Diver, GMT, and a chronograph. That's what you want. You think about it. That's the the main three sports functions. Diver, GMT, and a chronograph. Okay, you can't. It's just simple. It's just absolutely simple. And if you weren't a chronograph man, you could go for a dress, like a Datejust, you know, that sort of thing. Fella, $2. 5107p or 5196p, more than 1 minute answer. You only put $2 in the cookie jar. Seriously? Both? Let's bring them up there. Let's bring it up. And we're just going to let the dog trainer. Hello, Mr. Dog Trainer.
Hello. Life is hard.
I got to plug my headphones in. Just hang on there. Hang on.
Echo.
Echo.
I'm
the
luckiest man in the world.
Hello, there we go. We solved it. We're just looking at a Patek 5107P. This is one of the most beautiful Pateks. These came out with black dial to signify that you had muscled up for platinum. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love them. Compare that to a 5196P. Now, I got to be honest with you. The 5196. That's interesting shit here. Patek 5196P. Did you like my text message on how to convince a religious person to sleep with you?
Well, I was a little afraid to open. There was like some kind of an attached MP. I don't know. It didn't open right for me.
No, that was another thing I sent you.
I was afraid to open that one because
no, don't. Yeah, okay, fair enough. There we go. That's the look. I tell you honestly, seriously, if I had a choice of the two, the 5196 or a 5107, no brainer. Go for the fucking 5107. It is a automatic with date, and I think it's more stealthy wealth. The 5196, even though it's cool with the Breguet numerals, it is cool. Personally, 5107 I think is kind of a it's a cooler piece. It's cool, okay? It's very cool.
There's a punter here named Archie's Foreskin.
Jesus Christ, we're everywhere today. There we go. So there we go. There's your answer. Now, Roger Balls, 5 pounds. Wouldn't you feel better in a t-shirt and shorts wearing a Rolex Steel Sports rather than this dress shirt and Patek wank? Well, I don't. These shirts, I run them into the ground. I get 100,000 miles out of them. And definitely,
it's not about the shirts. It's about you met the president of Patek Philippe wearing shorts.
Yes, and one of the rag-torn shirts as well. That's one I still wear frequently now. Tanzeel the man, $10. AC3, please, profile fella. He went to Brisbane Boys College and is now wearing a Hulk and printing money as a silent owner of property in Brisbane Arcade. He told me most people from Jamboree are slobs. And we got the Doc on. Hello, Doc.
BBW.
How's it going?
Hey, great. Aunt G, thoughts on the Patek 2526? Too small. That's a 60s Patek. Too small.
One thing
2526. It's too small.
Is anything
too small?
Right, Doc?
Look, it is very cute. It's just too small. That's the problem.
A ladies' watch or a rat #1 watch. By the way, real quick, fellas, when you want me to rub the mug and then get the rancher in here, you just let me know.
So I don't know. I got to be honest with you there. A bit of Christian dating advice there. You've got to be a little bit. Did you think that was sneaky, Doc, or not?
Doc.
Sneaky. Was that sneaky or not?
Can you hear me?
We can hear
you. I can hear you. Did you see the message?
I don't understand.
Oh, you weren't on the Facebook group? I said this is for Christian dating. How to bed a Christian lady.
Why don't you go on J-Date? Meet a nice Jewish lady.
I think I missed that.
It's not big in Oz.
I'm deprived.
It's not big in Oz, okay? We're not New York. We're Brisbane. We're not Brooklyn, okay? Do you understand?
Maybe you should go to Tel Aviv.
A
lot of loose women.
Are there? I don't know if there are, but do you? Ron Jeremy.
Party City.
I was watching an interview with Ron Jeremy.
Oh, you sent me that. Yes, you sent me that.
I like it. Actually, he's quite a... Is he rich? I thought he was destitute and broke, wasn't he? Or...
I just started the interview and then you went live. I was just hearing about how he had his master's in special education. He's a very intelligent guy,
Who's Ron Jeremy? Another watch collector?
He was a porn star. Famous 70s porn star. Very famous.
Large schlong. BBC.
Schlong, that's right. He seems to be quite a cool guy. I mean...
He had a BWC.
Yeah. Which is good for a Jewish man to have that. Normally...
What about the mug? What do you think, guys? Am I rubbing the mug? What do you think, Arch?
Yeah, rub the fucker.
Put me up big.
You don't like to go big. You don't like to go big.
It's true, but now I want you to make me large. I'm rubbing the mug. Look, I'm going to lift the skirts. Okay, I've rubbed the mug. Clyde, you know what you must do.
Speaking of Ron the Shrink, $2. Archie needs a Jewish girlfriend who gives rough hand jobs. There we go. Thank you so much there. And we're back to the screen there.
Yes. Well done.
I've got to tell you,
Johnny Wad Holmes was bigger than Ron Jeremy. They called him the Wad. There he is.
Hello.
He's going to be grumpy. Are you grumpy?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Yes.
Speak up.
I really like that white, soft underbelly. Those
Big
videos
man.
where they escort, they interview. That's the same series. Here we go. Richard Sose, $10. He wasn't a watch collector, but he would let you watch. Wah, 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 wah! There we go. Yes, Ron Jeremy. Yeah.
Oh, look at the time. Looks like your 30 minutes ended like what? 10 minutes ago.
Well, this is the hour show. It's the Saturday night edition. We do a longer show for you, Clovis. And Richard Balls, Roger Balls, £5. Come on, Archie, get back into Rolex. You can dig out a pink unicorn T-shirt again.
That's a good point. You did have a pink unicorn T-shirt.
Actually, I gave that to one of the lady friends at the time.
Like the housekeeper to use as a rag? Like a giant chamois for the car?
No, like as a souvenir because of my greatness.
Wow.
You know, they can smell it. And
Have you ever bought anything off of a TV infomercial?
I almost did.
Like the chamois?
Are we allowed to talk about Breitling yet?
Yes, we are.
I'm wearing my Super Ocean, and I will argue with you just slightly. I think the shark mesh bracelet you can wash up just as easily as the rubber.
Wow, look at this. Ron the Shrink, $2. The ancient Greeks thought big digs were barbaric. They did. That's very true. I actually studied ancient history in high school. They did not like big shalongs.
Yeah, because it hurt. You know, when they were Greek.
Yes, that's exactly right there.
Were they more statistically speaking, were they more likely to be gay than
No, how could anybody
other
be
countries?
statistically- What kind of chiropractor are you?
Okay.
Well,
They just had
I'm
no
just saying
shame in
it's
their game. It was built
it's
into the
generally 10% of the population is my understanding, but then I'm just a chiro guy.
culture. They had no shame in their game.
So they made the most of what they had, is what you're saying.
Shouldn't we all?
Shouldn't we all? Exactly right. Shouldn't we all make the most of what you've got? I want to ask you something, Doc.
Oh, okay.
What do you think is a good life? How many years do you want to live for? Well, what is 80 good? 83 good? What is enough years? Okay.
Is there such a thing?
Yeah,
Well,
I want to know, Doc. What is no complaints? You can't bitch to Jesus if you got a certain number. Give me a number, Doc.
I've always had.
For you, 49.
Well, you know.
Thank you. Thank you, Rancho. I'm asking our chiropractor.
The doc
What does
is
he
from a
think?
very long-lived family, so it should be an interesting answer.
At least some, yes. My goal was always 100, just it's a nice round number.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's funny.
No. You mean 100 stone in your case.
Ah!
And Doc, you want to live to 100, you better eat some meat, man. You are not going to make it on lentils.
Jack LaLanne didn't eat a lot of meat. He's always been my hero.
You know who was a great vegetarian, don't you?
Adolf Hitler.
Yes. I don't know why the vegetarian movement doesn't seem to highlight that fact.
Well, you're going to force me to talk about it. I think he lived a long life in Argentina. I think he lived into his 90s.
Actually, that was Mengele did. There's pretty conclusive proof that Dr. Mengele did. The angel of death.
There's also part of the release from the JFK files involved documentation that in the 50s.
Hitler was actually cloned and raised again in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, with by a father who bred Dobermans and died young. And this was in the 70s. I don't know if you know this, but he was cloned in the 70s when the technology...
He did have relatives in America. You do know that, don't you?
Yes.
and they apparently signed a pact not to have children, etc., etc.
Well, I don't think it's the sort of thing. It's not like a contract. I think they just had a tacit agreement.
But
there was a nephew.
The problem is they think it's genetic. It's not. I think madness and nastiness is just a human trait. It's in all of us. It's not just, I think people have taken that the wrong way.
Of course, interestingly, that's exactly what Hitler would have said.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, Hitler was actually quite charismatic. And I've got to tell you, I'm not a Hitler fan, of course. But you've got to remember, like, the Jews, obviously, I don't blame them. They hate the bastard, right? Which is fair enough. But
pretty much the entire civilized world.
Well, I mean, the entire civilized world. However, at the time, most countries did not like people of that faith anyhow. So,
well, that's a good point. Listen,
England didn't open its doors and say, "Come here."
No, neither did America. Roosevelt.
America fucking let the ship down.
Famously, America blocked its doors.
And not only that, but Roosevelt
refused to let anybody dock.
And how's this for crazy? German Jews. If you were in England and you were a German Jew, they put you in a fucking camp for being the enemy, the German enemy.
Well,
fuck me, Dad. Do you understand the stupidity to that? Why would they put you in a prison camp for being... You're a German Jew. I mean, can you be any more anti-Hitler than that?
We did that to Japanese people who had been, born
That was
here.
an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
That was an absolute...
Archie, don't you have an English passport?
Yes, I do.
Then I can totally understand their stupidity.
Oh, look, I tell you what, the English, the only people they treated worse than the German Jews were the fucking Australians. They stole our troops and abandoned us. If it wasn't for the Americans, we were fucked. Do you know that?
We're on the Shrink-Nanza.
Do you know that? If it wasn't for the Americans, we would be fucked. They took our troops, abandoned us. Run the Shrink, $2. AC3, can you please defend your love for Third Reich? I'm very anti.
Yeah.
My grandfather, he was a Russian soldier. Okay, so the Russians were on they were on the British side, right? That's the Allies.
Yes.
And he was forced into the army because he was in Ukraine. And basically what happened is the fucking Germans, the Panzers surrounded them. They were on a horse with one gun between two men. A bolt action rifle, not even an automatic, a fucking bolt action rifle.
They didn't have enough rifles, so they assigned a pair to the rifle, and then when one guy got killed, the other guy picked up the rifle.
And the other thing that happened is he reckons he's never seen so many men who were agnostics start praying to Jesus when they were caught by the Germans.
Roger Balls.
They took their underpants off and waving the white underpants above their head.
No, they'd be brown underpants. Greg Manza.
Okay, Roger Balls, £5. Arch, which paddock dress watch would be suitable for an English lockdown dress down Friday? Look, any paddock. Any paddock on a leather strap. End of story. See, I like to wear my paddocks with the most disgusting clothing that I can find. It's kind of anti, it's just, I don't need to dress up to wear this. I can wear it with absolute, it doesn't own me, I own it. I wear it whatever the fuck I feel like.
Yeah, but Archie, like I said, I know the Germans captured your grandfather in the Eastern Front, and they pressed him into forced labor.
Tied him to an ox cart.
Well, actually, he went to a salt mine. Okay, he discovered that people only lasted about a month before they died. Then he transferred to digging trenches on the front line.
Got trench foot.
And then he managed to get out of that and go into a forced slave labor camp.
Trivial Pursuit.
Thank God.
Trivial. Sorry.
And then he drew this cartoon, a goat's head. There was a goat's head, and he drew a swastika on it. And the Nazis got really angry. They lined all the guys up and said, "Who did it? We're going to shoot somebody." But no one called out my grandfather. They shot some poor bastard. It's fucking nasty. Here we go. 2 smoke, 2 stroke, $2. Recommend a watch for Hitler if he's still alive.
How about one of those watches with like only
how old would he be if he was alive? He'd be 12.
Well, Hitler, the man himself, he'd be over 100.
How about one of those watches with like one hand Because
He
he
was
only
born
had
in
one
the
ball.
1800s.
No, but Hitler would really need high contrast. So obviously, the watch that he would be recommended is the Patek 6006.
No, how about a Zen watch? Because
You
it's,
know who liked Hitler was the
Zen,
royal family.
Zen.
The British royal family got on well with him. He was actually quite a charismatic guy, apparently.
Well, he
was a
had to be
liar. He was a fucking lying son of a bitch, but he was quite charismatic. He was very rodent in a lot of his ways.
Well, and like I said, he was not well educated.
There we go. Hitler was born in 1889.
Yeah, but okay.
And here we go. Rooted Rotor. I got to hand it to Rooted Rotor. Hitler 1815 up down. Yeah, I reckon that's perfect. But I got to say, you know, I honestly, it's a very nasty, vicious thing. War is a nasty thing, and we're about to enter World War III with the Chinese because they aren't going to admit this Wuhan virus was created by them. They're living in denial, and they're really angry at Australia. Australia has said we'd like an investigation on what's happened. And they are being completely bastards with us. Can you Americans help us out, please?
Sure.
I don't think so.
What do you think? What, the Chinese aren't bastards, or Americans can't help us out?
We need Americans.
Help, guys.
There's half of America believes that it was something that the United States military released on the Chinese.
And the other half believes we never landed on the moon. So what are you going to do?
No,
but we're asking for help. Here we go.
Ronanza.
Here we go. Ron the Shrink, $2. Look up young Stalin. Look like a male modern. He was Georgian, and he was probably the biggest. He was more evil than Hitler by a long shot.
What about that giant mustache?
Stalin was.
That probably came after his modeling years.
The funny thing is, the extreme left wing and extreme right wing are often very the same.
You know
what I mean?
Totalitarianism rears its ugly head. Stalin died of a stroke in his bedroom with the door locked because everybody was afraid to go in there. They were afraid to open the door without permission. So he choked to death on his own vomit after a stroke on the floor because the doctor was afraid to walk into the room. He executed so many people who irritated him.
You're joking.
That's how he died.
That's actually.
If the doctor screwed up on him, he would have been executed clearly.
Well, also he was in the process of doing a purge of all the doctors at the time, which is, in retrospect, probably not the best timing.
Yes, that's how it is in the Soviet Union. There, it's absolute madness. But I got to tell you, honestly, I think China should be asked. All Australia said is we'd like to investigate where this thing came from. What's wrong with that? We haven't accused anyone.
Guys, if you'd like to find out how other famous dictators died, please donate $5, and we'll tell you how Mao Zedong kicked the bucket.
Mao Zedong was a pedophile. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yes. He had a very large concubine, including 13-year-old girls.
How large was she?
Okay. He had... It's how it goes.
People are complaining they can't hear me. I can hear me just fine.
What?
I can hear you too, Mark. Now, was he into photography like a certain watch channel guy?
Wait a minute. I just realized what's wrong.
What?
I can hear Doc BBW.
Well, there's always got to be one goat. I guess it's me this time.
I got to tell you, seriously, Mao Zedong, he's another evil dictator.
The world is upside down.
$1. The Chinese, they've gotten really angry to Australia. They want to put in 80% tariffs on our products.
I wonder how many of the punters recognize the photograph Mr. C uses. If they recognize that actor.
Christopher Walken, Captain Coots from
Deer Hunter.
Yeah, no.
Two stroke, two smoke, $2.
I thought
Is Mao a Patek or Rolex guy? He was a Rolex man. Day.
Vostok.
Okay, now, guys, if you want Mark Goldberg to stay on the live stream with Archie for another hour and a half, please super chat $5.
Ron Man. Don't make me
Ron the Shrink, please. Ron the Shrink, $2. Please discuss disgraced dictator Craig Ship. That guy is creepy. I must be totally honest with you. I don't know if he's serious or creepy. But
here, I'll send him a link and we'll find out.
No, we won't send him a link. I'm not going to let it. Look, I tell you honestly, Mark was so offended by him.
I was.
And I tell you whatever.
I got up on my high horse and I jumped off.
No, but Mark, I mean seriously, he is creepy.
Out, I have a Craig Ship mug.
Tell me this: you think he's creepy? Don't you? Just tell me this, Mark. I want to know. He's creepy. Mark doesn't like him. If Mark doesn't like him, he's out of here. Simple as that.
I just can't figure out if he's serious about the Grand Seiko thing.
It's hard.
No, he is. But
Gold Grand Seiko. Okay.
Mark,
it's actually a beautiful watch.
Mark, it sounds like you're rubbing the mug again. Are you rubbing the mug again?
I'm not telling you.
Oh,
is it $20,000 beautiful?
I'm thinking I might have to get off.
Clyde, if you super chat $25 right now, I will pour the mug out, allowing you to escape. But other than that, you're here, buddy.
Oh my God! Look, guys, we want you to have fun. We don't want you to hate being here, guys.
No, of course, Clyde. Have fun, Clyde. Let's go.
You gotta have fun. You're here. Oh, this is Saturday Night Live, guys. You want to have fun.
Good point, Roger.
Here we go. Roger Balls, £5. Shiva Rig.
Che Guevara.
Lighting a cigar with a GMT, one of the coolest pics ever. Share it with the punters, Arch.
Che Guevara.
Okay. Now, before we get to Shay, and remember also that Che. Remember also that his good buddy Fidel used to wear 2 Rolex at the same time.
One on each hand, or did he?
I thought it was 2 on the wrist.
Yeah, you know what he did? Fidel wore 2 GMTs so he could track a time zone, like 4 different time zones.
Yes, he knew when to bomb the Americans.
Another Trivial Pursuit question. Name the actor Roger Balls is using in his avatar.
At least I know.
Oh, I've seen that guy in so many old movies.
He's French.
5 seconds. Terry Thomas.
Well, we're not as old as you. I think he was. Wasn't he in a bunch of Three Stooges?
So if we didn't get it, we have to leave the live stream, right?
No, that's not how that works.
So guys, if you super chat $10, I will smoke the cigar on air now.
How about it for $100?
$5, $10, whatever it is.
How about $20 and you give it a dirty Sanchez?
Why don't you bring up the picture with Fidel and his 2 Rolex? I think it's towards the top there. Or maybe that's not a good picture where it shows, but the conference room meeting, I think that's the one where it shows.
Watch Reviews says that Fidel wore a GMT and a president.
That's what I remember, but he might have also worn 2 GMTs as well.
I knew there was a GMT involved anyway. These guys were cool, but they killed a lot of people.
Yeah, they you know, they weren't. We
nice.
don't really like these sort of dictators, do we?
And they were somewhere between racist and xenophobic as well.
Ah, of course. They're madmen. They're absolutely. It's not coming up.
But you know, so is Hitler. So you know, there you go.
Yeah, but he can like Hitler.
Malik Diamond Nanza.
Oh, here he is. There we go. That's the 2 watches. There you go. You got it.
Yeah,
there.
Look on one hand.
On one hand, but it's gonna stretch the bracelet and fucking
scratch.
ding it.
Yeah, they're gonna scratch each other.
You know, he wore one kind of jangly, I thought.
Well, they were tool watches. You didn't mind banging up your watch in those days.
That's true. I think he got them at discount as well.
Discount City.
Would he have claimed the tax back?
Yes, on the VAT. Malik Diamond.
And here's one for your hat trick. Look at this. He's lighting the cigar with 2 watches on. You see that?
And he's making sure everybody sees it. Yes. He was a
light up, and black. I'm going to go and get my matches. Just hang on, guys. I got to get some matches.
You need a torch. Matches. How are you there, Clydesy? How you doing, Doc?
Yeah. How is everybody? Clive, are you getting over the virus yet?
No, I haven't caught the virus yet. However,
Oh, Clydesy.
yeah, you suck, mother.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bogans one and all. Clyde's a little angry that I rubbed the mug and made him come in here because I told him I'd be on a conference call and be unable to attend tonight. So he was very, very gleeful and happy. And then my conference call ended early, and here we are.
As it should on a Saturday, I would think.
Right? We need to be together. What else do we have to do?
Why would they even schedule a conference call on a Saturday?
Oh, well, it's this damn book.
I mean, is a book really that important?
Let me tell you something. This stupid book is taking longer than Mount Rushmore. I'm sick of hearing about it myself. So
what's that? You're sick of hearing about what? What's he sick of hearing about?
Exactly.
What's he sick of hearing about?
My own book. Oh. It's getting boring.
I love your book. Don't fucking plug it. What sort of Jew are you? Fuck me dead. Get back out there. Get out there. I'm going to ring the synagogue. Get your fucking ass out there and start plugging that fucking thing. What the fuck are you saying, man? Fuck me dead.
They're going to reclaim.
Jesus Christ! They're going to reclaim. Like me saying, don't super chat. Fuck me dead. They're going insane?
They're going to.
Oh, my. I got to have a drink. Sorry, I'm not even going to charge for this drink. I got to have a drink.
No. Standards are standards.
Jesus wants his circumcision back.
Super chat for Archie to take a drink. Then again,
I thought somebody. Oh, they super chatted for him to smoke.
Yes.
So no, and guys, I'm not trying to influence your decision one way or another. But if he doesn't drink, he will suffer.
If he gets drunk, he'll suffer more. We might get that. We might get that vomit.
If he does drink, the hangover will hit him hard.
Archie, when's the last time you vomited?
Not in a long time.
That's because you're too lazy to give up all those crab claws.
Have you tried watching your own channel lately?
Clyde, that was so rude. Oh my God.
I don't think he heard it.
Have you tried watching your own channel?
Mr. C, $1. I can have a sniff for that.
Oh, Lordy.
There is a saying that smoking could actually stop COVID-19. You know this, don't you?
Step it up, big boy.
I seriously doubt it.
Well, is that before or after you inject your bleach into your butthole?
I think that in China, anyway, the people who were dying most frequently were the heavy smokers.
Well, they are all heavy smokers over there, or a lot of them anyway.
That's the point. They were having a lot of problems with the guys, but the women who were not heavy smokers were not as susceptible.
Because the lungs are compromised.
And the lungs are compromised.
At first, they even wondered. There were some rumors that it affected men more than women until they figured out, well, actually, it's the smoking.
Matt Stevens, he couldn't stop being sick when he was in China. Remember that? He was whining and whining and whining and never stopped the whining,
Gonorrhea.
I want to say very quickly, a quick tribute there. My good friend Herman Soes, he gave me a Baliki, Cohiba Baliki. I still kept the wrapper when I had that. That was one of the most wonderful cigars in my life.
You can use it as a cock ring.
Horn ring.
No one's given me any money for the drink. Can you believe that?
Jump in there, Clyde. Do something. What will he do for the money?
Now, guys, you should go ahead and super chat Archie to take the drink, because otherwise he's going to be suffering terribly. And we don't want to see Archie suffer, so super chat now for him to take the drink.
Your heart's not in it.
They used to recommend smoking for
No, Mark, I'm totally not being sarcastic.
Ron the Shrink, here we go. AC3, what would your collection be if not for YouTube Guru? Ooh, I tell you what, I reckon it would be pretty fucking boring, because I would be unemployed, I'd have no income, no super chats.
No, you'd still be working IT at the garbage hauling place.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would never have been fired.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd be just like Loudmouth.
It would be a boring life. You'd be sucking up to a lot of people.
Ah, fuck.
Kicking the dog, yelling at the kids, beating your wife. Look at you now. You're happy. You're smoking, you're drinking, you're obese.
NATO. Big shout out to Don. We're thinking of you, buddy. Big shout. There we go. Thank you.
No.
Yes,
that wasn't to drink.
Yes,
that wasn't
true.
to drink.
Hold on.
That was not to drink. Sorry. Booze now.
He's toasting Don's father, but it was one thing when you made money on the dead body of my cat Jupiter, but I'm not so sure how appropriate it is for people to super chat as a tribute to Don Haynes' dad. So guys, don't super chat money, like say $5 as a minimum.
I didn't know his father was in the Sports Hall of Fame. Did you know that?
Because that would be wrong.
Daniel Katz.
Of his high school.
Daniel Katz, $2.79 for the drink and the smoke. Thank you.
Don Haynes' dad was inducted in 1997 into the Hall of Fame for wrestling for his high school in New Jersey.
That's $2.79 Canadian.
Hall of Fame for high school wrestling? I didn't know they had such a thing.
No, of his high school.
But I never made it. I never got any fucking thing from Oxley State High.
Yes, you did. They knocked it down after you attended. They literally tore the place down. I mean, if only they would have torn down my high school when I left, I would be so honored. You're like literally one of the.
Oh yeah. It's like 30 years after the event.
They were never the same after that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was a gradual thing. They thought, well, maybe if we just tear out the men's room.
Home of many a wank and a spank.
No,
did you do a wristwatch check?
I'm wearing a Paddock. I'm wearing my Paddock 5127. I love that.
We knew it was a Paddock. All we need to know is the number.
It's because the only thing you own is a Paddock and one miserable JLC with engraving on the back.
Yeah.
If it's not square, then if it's not rectangular, it's
Paddock. Hold on. He does own some kind of Citizen Quartz shitter.
Oh, that's true. And it's one of his favorites.
Seiko Quartz shitter. Seiko, and the Casio World Time.
The Casio, I love that little Casio, but we lost it. I have I have like a whole handful of. Here, let me show you something here. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the camera. Look what I got here. This is a handful of G-Shocks.
Yeah.
And what'll happen is I haven't worn any of these G-Shocks in like forever. But what happens to me now and again is I don't want to wear anything but a G-Shock for like maybe a month. And then I'll just wear nothing but G-Shocks. And then comes a day when I'm like, fuck a G-Shock. I don't even want to wear one. That's where I am right now. So I'm just wearing automatics. So fuck a G-Shock.
Are we getting over this coronavirus or what's happening, guys? Hey, I saw that. What the hell is that thing there, that mask there?
What happened to Clive? The mask?
That was in the press.
It looks just like you.
Yeah.
It's the Archieluxury mask. Except for, in Archie's case, it actually has 2 holes on the head so the horns will fit through. It's like BYOH. Bring your own horns.
The dull, vacant look, the thinning hair, they captured it. They captured it perfectly.
The empty eyes.
Yeah.
Empty eye sockets. It's pretty amazing.
I was wondering how long it would take you to know.
The dull, vacant look.
Absolutely gorgeous.
They didn't put enough gray in the hair, though. That's the only.
Well, guys, we're at an hour. We're at 1:03. Somebody better send some money immediately so we can leave. How about like $10 to get us off the air?
I don't know. It looks like
guys, unless
Paul's pretty relaxed here.
Guys, unless you send in $10, Mark is going to stay on this live stream indefinitely.
That's what I'm going to do. We're not leaving until we're heaving.
What's this wee business?
Ryan Woodman Nanza. I got the mug, Clyde. Although, I think I want Chinese food.
Woody, I think Woody can rename himself Woody New Yorker. Can we please,
come on,
Woody?
Go back.
Come on, Woody. New York's it's getting better now. Come on,
on.
Woody. Rename.
Don't be ashamed of your
$2. Do you get a bone on if a girl smokes a cigar? Fucking hell, I fucking love that, man.
At the ping pong show. Did you ever see that?
She needs to do more than just. She needs to do more than just smoke that
Archie,
cigar.
did you ever go to the ping pong show in Patong?
I'm a doer, not a voyeur. Okay.
You've never
Run
been to the
the
ping pong
shrink-
show?
Yeah.
Oh
Run
my
the shrink,
God.
$2. That mask is too deep in thought to be AC3.
Aren't you really more of a don'ter than a doer?
Really,
That's
you've
a
never been to
psychiatric evaluation there.
like you've been to Bangkok and Pattaya and Phuket. I went to the ping pong show on Bangalore Road in Phuket. It was horrifying, man. Horrifying.
Ping pong show?
Yeah, well, you don't even know what that is. Do you not know what that is, Doc? In a
It
traditional
doesn't sound clinical.
in a traditional ping pong show, a woman will fire ping pong balls with deadly accuracy, like, for 5 to 10 yards, like out of her hootenanny, with gynecological accuracy that you would not believe. Now,
That's rather disgusting.
some of these girls will actually, you give them $1 and then they will squat and give you 50 cents change. So there's an awful lot. I'm going to be tasteful.
Wait.
about
You mean they will give you 50 cents change from
yes.
once they ate the day
Yes.
before?
Yes. No. We're talking a gynecological rotation, doctor.
Okay, because that's awfully messy. Well, it's messy already, but
this
it's
is
even
not-
worse.
Yeah. No, this
It's
is
not
this
rectal.
Is,
Okay,
This
okay.
is rectum. Damn near killed him. No, this is not proctology. This is gynecology. Okay, so me and a bunch
I
of
tell you what,
Okay.
Archie, if you end the stream, you can go ahead and take the drink.
me and a bunch of gay brethren. We're on Bangalore Road, so we go to the ping pong show. We're on the Shrink Nanza.
No, that's
Run! You got J!
Man.
JY watches in Japan. 200 yen. That's $2 American. What color of dial would you
Wow.
like for Sky Dweller? I tell you this. Blue, black.
Oh, come on.
Blue, black, white.
Blue.
Those are all the steel
Yeah.
ones. What
So
about
he's
the
like
two-tone
$2. So he's like
gold?
Tokyo's answer to Woody New Yorker.
Okay, so this girl, let me tell you what came out of her.
Yes.
And
Ping
I
pong
and
ball.
I want no, and I'm going to tell you straight up. Okay, she did not reload. She was on stage the entire time. The first, so she danced around and then brought out a goldfish bowl, which had water in it but no goldfish. And over the course of 5 to 10 minutes, in rhythm to this song, boing, plop, 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 1, 2, 3, goldfish. And I'm telling you, she hit the bowl from a distance. Okay. One at a time, without reloading. And again, without reloading, the next thing that came out of her were 2 turtles, one at a time, small painted turtles. You know, the kind that, I don't know. We used to, in the States, we could buy them when we were kids, when I was little. About the size of a silver dollar, right?
Yes.
Painted turtles. Well, 2 of them came out, and one at a time, from about, she squatted, but they still plopped about
Wait.
1 foot down. Yes, Clyde. Did you have a question or a comment?
Actually, I did. What is that bird noise?
That's Archie.
That's my backyard. I got the door open to let the smoke out.
It's Australia. It's an
I
Australian.
was thinking behind your back door. There's like 15 crows.
Tell you what's
a
behind
wire.
his back door. I'll tell you what's
Yeah,
behind
that's
his.
exactly it there.
So anyway, these 2 turtles, and the turtles scampered. You don't think a turtle can run fast, but when they've just come out of that dark place, they can. They ran pretty quick. And somebody corralled them. Now, again, there was no reload, all right? The next thing, this was the thing. I couldn't believe this one. The next thing.
An elephant?
No, a hamster. And here's the thing: they had pushed. We were hilarious, screaming, and gay. So they pushed us to the front of the stage. So we were like literally, like,
I don't like animal cruelty.
No,
but
this was awful stuff. When this hamster hit the deck, I'm going to tell you what, it froze, and I swear to God that little fucker made eye contact with me. Help me, help me! But someone grabbed him, and then, all this, while dancing.
Yeah,
and then,
I don't like cruelty.
well, we're almost
to
done.
animals.
And then it's a parakeet, a yellow parakeet that comes out, and she kind of pushes it out onto her finger, holds her finger out like it was a perch, and the thing just preens itself as content as could be, preens itself. And then, but all this took like about a half an hour, but there was no reload. She was in sight the whole time. When all of that was done, she took a Sharpie, squatted down, and wrote on a piece of paper, with her parts, and it said next show 2 a.m. And the thing that really bugged me was her penmanship was better than mine, like way better than mine.
Yes,
Beautiful calligraphy. I don't know how she did it. It was pretty.
Well, to be fair though, you have to use your rectum. You can't.
No, man. I use my hand. She used her hoot nanny.
Okay. Here's conspiracy thought. You'll notice that Archie has really quit flying overseas. Do you think she was actually hired by Australian watch sellers and put Archie out of a job?
We're not allowed to talk about that, Clyde.
Okay.
We discussed this. Anyway.
Okay, guys, it's time for me to wrap up this baby. I want to thank you for coming on. I love you.
Ping pong.
I love you all. I don't want to we don't want to make it too long because, you guys don't come back again.
And
that's true, but I just got here.
Okay, we can stay a bit longer.
Right. Me and Mark can leave, and you can stay on with Doc BBW.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We're doing a show tomorrow. There's a show tomorrow. It's all cool. It's all cool.
We'll be back again tomorrow, people. Don't worry about it.
We've got 500 yen. There we go. 500 yen. JY watches in Japan. How much would you charge to take someone watch shopping, Archie? Hey man.
No, that's a very good question.
Lunch.
I would lunch. We'll go shopping. I'm in Brisbane, but there's no travel at the moment. You basically all you can eat buffet at a 3.5-star plus hotel, and I'm yours.
Jay, he's gonna
weren't you being flown to Singapore to do that?
Yes, I was. That's exactly it. But they're saying there's going to be no international travel from Australia until 2023.
What?
Who said that?
Australian government.
In or out? You're talking about in or out?
What are they basing that on?
That's what they're saying with the coronavirus. It's a pandemic. It takes 2 to 3 years for the pandemic to die out.
That's not true. I mean, that might be true if you develop a vaccine, but otherwise, I don't think it's 2 to 3 years.
What do you think it is? 5 to 10?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, think about it. People are still dealing with some of the other viruses for quite a while. Now, if you're lucky, I mean, some of them die away. I mean, Ebola stuck around for a while, but doesn't get a lot of discussion.
Doc, would it be such a bad thing if the pontiff couldn't leave his home continent for, a couple decades? Would that really
I might
be
be able to pay my Visa card off.
Oh, I mostly feel bad for everybody else in us.
Yeah, but how would he bring quality content to the... No, I can't say it straight.
Okay, guys, see you tomorrow.
Wah, wah, wah.